How many of you are satisfied? You can clap. Satisfied with the results of the Epstein investigation? Clap. Okay, I told you to clap. You guys aren't listening. I'm not going to grade you on a curve. So I was going to get to that. How many of you are not satisfied with the results of the investigation?
So President Trump should be getting the Nobel Peace Prize, and there's all sorts of things he's focused on. I just don't think this has captured his attention quite yet. But it needs to, because it's starting to create a real hornet's nest within the administration. And I've got to be honest, I blame Pam Bondi. I'll tell you why, okay?
Yes, Candace Owen sent this out on X a few minutes ago. This demand for Pam Bondi to resign are fake and orchestrated. If she resigns, so what? They will replace her with someone equally as committed to protecting it, and therefore, all this noise is just about creating a public illusion that justice was safe. Laura Loomer did not hold back. She replied Candace Wen immediately. The idea that Scam Blondie is not releasing the files because she's protecting it is laughable. She was literally a lobbyist for Qatar, which fund, I don't want to proceed to read that. This is a clash that is actually going on right now. I have a couple of clips. I'm going to show you what exactly is going on. For days now, we have been talking about this on and off. Megyn Kelly at Tupac with Laura. Like you saw at the beginning, people were booing because they are not satisfied.
Well, this is the first big scandal, I'd say, of the Trump administration that's on Team Rational. It's not a fake media scandal like the left tries to create for President Trump every other day. It's one of the right's own making, and it's not going well. And it has to do with Jeffrey. Yeah. Let me just ask you, make some noise if you care about the Jeffrey scandal.
Raise your hand if it matters a lot to you. Raise your hand. So every hand of 7,000 people.
Everybody cares.
A lot. I said a lot. Every hand.
Here's what I think is happening. I don't think President Trump is focused on this. He's focused on a lot of other things which are going great, and he needs to be focused on those other things. Jeff's not the most important thing on his agenda by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he's crushing it on the tariffs, foreign policy, just got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. If not Trump, then who? Honestly. Barack Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize after 9 months in office. He had done nothing. He gave a nice speech, gave it to him. So President Trump should be getting the Nobel Peace Prize, and there's all sorts of things he's focused on. I just don't think this has captured his attention quite yet. But it needs to, because it's starting to create a real hornet's nest within the administration. And I've got to be honest, I blame Pam Bondi. I'll tell you why, okay? I have nothing, yes, incompetence, yes. I have nothing against Pam Bondi as a human being. I was fine with her nomination and her confirmation, and she's been loyal to the president, and I get that President Trump needs a loyal attorney general. Look what happened with Sessions the first time. He went away, and then the next thing you know, we had the Mueller investigation, and it was a nightmare. But there are a lot of other people who can be loyal and competent in that job. Here, she is the reason that things are unraveling around this story right now that virtually all of the Republican Party cares deeply about. It's also true that Dan Bongino and Kash Patel had questions before they took office, okay, before they went into the FBI. But once they joined the FBI, they said nothing. They've kept their mouths shut. I've not seen them, except for one joint appearance with Dan and Kash on Fox, running all over the media looking for attention on this, yes, clickbaity story. Who have you seen? Pam Bondi. She has never missed an opportunity to go on television and dangle sweet nothings that might be coming your way. Try to lead you to believe that she's got it. It's on her desk. It's coming tomorrow. You're going to see something. And it was a tease. So you either believe that Pam Bondi was telling the truth then or that she's telling the truth now. But both cannot be true. She was either lying when she went on Fox News all those times saying, I've got it, we're looking at it, wait until you see it, it's horrible. Or she's lying in her 2-page memo that they released on a Sunday night at the tail end of a holiday weekend to Axios, as if Axios is where we all go for our news. Hell no. She went to someone she knew would not kick the tires on the story, and without signing the memo, dropped it in the dead of night and said, that's it. Take the crumbs and be happy. Refused to come out and give a presser. Come out and give a press conference. Stand there for 6 hours to the point where people are dying of boredom. They've asked all their questions. That's how you put a scandal to rest. But she wouldn't even sign her name to it. And I'm telling you, I have dollars to donuts. It's going to come out that there was internal consternation over that memo and whose name did and did not go on it and who it was and was not behind it. And so now you have a situation where her words on the record on Fox News are diametrically opposed to what she put in this memo. She's embarrassed the president. She's embarrassed herself. And Dan and Cash, to the extent they've had to sign off on that, let's understand the FBI is controlled by the DOJ. FBI is subservient to DOJ. She's their boss. That they're in this position where the only comments they've made on the record as administration officials.
In my entire life, I never believed there will be a day I will get up, see Libras advocating for the release of this. I was shocked that even AIC waked up the other day is now advocating that they should release this. Then I begin to question. They spend a lot of time in Congress. They have never said anything when the Biden administration was there to advocate for this. Out of a sudden, because they realize the Trump administration is there, they continue to push this. Some people believe there is no lease. If you see someone like Megyn Kelly going off on Pam Bondi, you should understand maybe the manner in which she put out this information triggered a lot of people, gave a lot of attention into this topic. If she actually went there, don't really bother talking about this every single time on Fox News, people will not really be agitated like they are. Nobody is pleased. Look at a hall with 7,000 people. Everyone is putting up a hand. They are not okay. That should tell you a lot.
Whether it's Bongino, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Alina Habba, Donald Trump, spent all of this time promising their supporters something. They used it to gain power for themselves. And the moment that they're actually in government, that they have the opportunity to substantiate the very claims that they themselves were making, they immediately do an about face, leave their supporters high and dry. And it's the perfect microcosm for everything that they do, because Trump has promised so many things to his supporters. He's promised a healthcare plan that was cheaper and more comprehensive. He's promised an infrastructure law. He promised a jobs boom, a manufacturing renaissance, lower prices for groceries, lower prices for eggs, housing, rent. The only thing they ever give themselves.
God bless you abundantly. If you notice, on all my videos, I usually put short clips. That is for the YouTube algorithm. They hardly recommend videos on this channel.
Who serves on the oversight?
Yeah, women, we have so many.
With you.
People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like,
why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize?
Why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult. It's like
she's seriously depressed about how hard it is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Carmelo to run. He had
100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you.
Because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything. And then
Registration Act is
talking about
term, and you will be very.
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
How bad is his reputation going to be?
But it did cause me some issues, for sure.